Hi, it's me again. You may call me Darble. Consider this video the channel's intro, because in this video I will be outlining future plans and introducing myself properly. I will break this video down into a couple chapters because it just makes a lot of sense. Time codes will be in the description, so let's get into it. Sit down, get some beverage of choice, and listen. My name is Alexander, and as of right now I am 22 years old. I come from Ukraine, but due to war that Russia started, I had to leave my home. I had to eventually leave my home, which made me settle here in Germany. I am currently learning the German language, local customs, and I am still figuring out how to live on my own in a place where I was never meant to be. I honestly never wanted to leave home permanently, but here we are, and this is my new reality. For the past 9 months. I will not call myself a refugee, I would rather call myself an immigrant, because it honestly comes with less negative connotations. All of this impacted my mental health not in a good way, and I am getting better, but it sure is not easy for me. But at least it makes my family less stressed, because I am now in a safe place. Okay, tear jerking aside about the channel, plans and stuff like that. I want this channel to be the thing I dreamt of doing my whole life. Making videos about cars in general. Car builds, road trips, racing, sim racing, storytime content like this video and videos before that, the next couple videos. By the way, check the previous 5 videos. I think, while they're not the best, I'm getting better at it. And the channel will be partial personal vlog, but everything will be related to projects, travel and things like that. I honestly actually want this channel to be full-time job for me, about why later. Well, and get better at making videos and be faster. Ideally post them once every week. About projects. I'm going to build a Porsche 930 replica. I know it's very ambitious. I know it's still gonna take a long time until it's done. Why, I will explain a bit later. I'm going to call it Videomaker Replica Project, or WRP. Name is not final. It's going to be built entirely from scratch with as many things made by myself as possible. Body, chassis, interior, whatever I can do myself, at least realistically. Why would I announce the project now? Because I want to make basically a binding vow. Hello Jujutsu Kaisen fans, just to not have an excuse to back out of it now, to set it in concrete. In other words, and obviously to get some attention, support to my channel, so I can get monetized and be able to start funding my project backlog, about which later. Now about why I want YouTube to be my job. The job market is a joke. I have been trying to get a job for about 3 years now. 2 in Ukraine and last year in Germany, without meaningful success. 6 years of studying software engineering, getting a bachelor's degree, so I might as well chase my dreams. What are my dreams, you may ask? Well, it's working on my cars for a living, not working in some car shop for some dude that barely wrenches on his own, but working on my own projects and showing to people on the internet. Maybe get sponsored while at it, I don't know, honestly. I have always dreamt of being a YouTuber, and as a kid, until like 14, I think, I wanted to be a Minecraft YouTuber. And I even had a channel made in 2015, I think, using a cracked Bandicam to make my bad videos. But after discovering how cool cars actually are, I honestly decided to just get into it. I nuked the whole thing and started this channel. I have made a bunch of videos that never got released, and they never will be. Games, working on my own car, but I digress. What matters now is that I have this channel, which I started over 5 years ago, and uploaded a bunch of nonsense gaming, sim racing videos before enlisting everything, but it sure did boost my sub count to 200. And that I will be making things that I always dreamt of. Even if I'm living far, very far away from home, I have no garage, I have no car, and until recently I was not able to get my driver's license converted into the local one. I am still currently waiting for the Bundesrat bill to come in power so I can get it. It just passed at the time of me writing the text. It was 11th of July 2026. So why this project exactly? I wanted to do something stupid for half a decade now. Essentially, the rule of cool applies here. Well, who else had built a Porsche 930 from scratch? Not just body swap a Volkswagen Beetle. Not many people, I think, at least. The only people that come to mind are like Project Jigsaw, but it's an entirely different thing. It's not a 930. I will make everything myself. Body, most definitely. Instead of buying it prefabricated, I will be using a lot of 3D printing. 3D printing will come in clutch for this one. At some point, I want to try building the engine case or carter and cylinders myself, but if I will be able to get my hands on original ones, I will be using them because it just makes a lot more sense. Everything else, however, was planned to be bought because it's doable. Like engine internals, transmission, I'm pretty sure that it can be above Volkswagen T3 transporter transmission, turbo, etc. Well, stuff that you don't do yourself. It will obviously be a truck-focused vehicle. Well, truck and car meets focused vehicle. Even if I wanted to, if I will make it a full proper replica, I'm not gonna jump through hundreds and hundreds of hoops to get it road legal. Just know it. I just know it ahead of time, honestly. And well, of course, I want this project just to prove to everyone that it can be done. And I am not a mechanical engineer in the slightest. I'm a software engineer. But I think I can manage it, especially with giving myself all the time to learn everything important. And yeah, I mean, if I will have enough money, I will make it in like 2 or 3 years, I think. Not a decade. So how long it will actually take? Honestly, I got no idea. I hope that it will take a lot less than 10 years, but it can be 10, 15 years. You will get updated every half a year until I start working on it. Well, at least until I start working on the physical embodiment of the project. And after that, there will be regular updates on the project. Maybe every month, maybe once every 2 months, maybe once 2 weeks. I don't know. It will be in line with my other content at the time. So yeah. I will need a big 3D printer that can handle stuff like ABS and ASA filament for all of the projects. And specifically an SLA printer for the Porsche project, because I will obviously try to make my own rear taillights and all the plastic stuff that needs to be transparent. Okay. What was did for this project already? I got a notebook, started with every single measurement. I will not get it out of the storage. Every single measurement, step of the plan written out, everything that I could find online. I have amassed a neat collection of references for the chassis, the engine, interior, etc. It's all on my computer right now. And I did start mocking up the space frame, and obviously I am pretty sure it's been over-designed because I just want the shit to be able to take a crash on the track and not implode on me. Right now it's mocked up in Blender, as you can see it on the screen. It is at the moment rudimentary as hell, but at least the body is very dimensionally accurate. But at least it can be realistically be made. Just a bunch of pipes and measurements. It will be later ported to CAD to be a proper schematic. What other things will be in the meantime of the project? Well, as soon as I get a car, lots of road trips, hiking journeys. Yes, I do not look like the type who likes hiking, but honestly, I wanna do it. I live in the very flat part of Saxony. I have just a couple forests and parks. And I'm working on losing weight right now. I'm slowly accelerating and if I am successful, I will be under 110 kilograms by the end of this year. It's for everything to be in the long run. Driving, working on cars, hiking, everything. Well, and of course looking better in frame. Of course, there should be other projects before and while I will complete the big one, and those will be hopefully in this order. A BMW E36, might be a wagon, might be a compact, might be a sedan, a truck vehicle within the TÜV road legality limits. It will be my daily, which I will take to the track as well. So probably some coilovers, exhaust, intake, and driver's seat and a steering wheel. Nothing huge, no big power jump, no big power increase, sorry, and something to get me out of the I didn't work on cars for more than a year state. So first videos about the car will be obviously about fixing it, because I will buy the cheapest possible thing, most likely, with base price under 1000 euros, and will work up from there. Then I want to build something out of an old Volkswagen van, Transporter T3 to be exact, just a nice rear-engined square thing. Still an old car, obviously. This one is to get used to the rear engine layout and to have a van that I will just move stuff around and maybe go on a road trip and have a place to sleep in. It will not be something made for a truck, for obvious reasons, because even if I wanted to build a drift van like I wanted when I was in Ukraine, but I will just modernize it a bit, music, interior overhaul, things like that will make the van more enjoyable, and probably some actual drift project in the future, maybe something stupid but nothing with like a gajillion horsepower. Nah, just something that can make a car slide nice and keep everything smooth. I will do most things as cheaply as possible, within reason, regardless of how much money I will have available to me. Hopefully soon, if the channel goes well, during the next year, so this is July 26 to July 27, or next year and a half until the next New Year's, I will probably import one of very cool Ukrainian cars, video about which will come out right after this one. It's already in the works, it's a fun little thing. This car was mentioned in the previous video. I might also import the topic of the previous video because it's a cool ass car, like just look at it! Reminding, I am not an engineer, I'm not a mechanical engineer, I suck at design, and I haven't touched a wrench in soon to be a year. Well, apart from this Allen wrench, all I know is more triangles is better for rigidity, and lightness and simplicity are the rules of speed. So yeah, this is pretty much the channel introduction and my plans outlined for a while, next couple of years at least. This is all subject to change, obviously, because time is unpredictable. Except for the Porsche project. The only thing that will change with it is the time frame. It will be done, but yeah, depending on how things go, everything will either follow the plan, the order, or go completely off the rails. Storyline content will stay here for all the time. Format may fluctuate, morph a little, but the core will stay the same. Whole video about some automotive industry topics in general, be it ports, some brands, or even popular engines and transmissions, or the oil industry, because it's adjacent to automotive industry. Thank you for watching. I hope you will support me along the way. Press the like button, press the subscribe button, be sure to hit that bell. Goodbye, до побачення, auf Wiedersehen, Alexander, out.